Hey guys, welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to factor a sum or difference of cubes. So often you need to factor something like x cubed plus 8. Now, luckily we have a pattern that we can factor this into, so we don't have to do a bunch of guess and check. So I will give you the general rules for the pattern down here. So if you have a sum of cubes, a cubed plus b cubed, it will factor into a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. If you have a difference of cubes, it will be a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. So notice these patterns are very similar, but what's the difference? The difference is in the signs, the plus and minus signs. So the way to remember for sure what goes where is to use this abbreviation called SOAP, which stands for same, opposite, always positive. So where does that apply? That applies to the signs in these spots. This one's the same as the expression you started with. This one's the opposite of the expression you started with. And then this last one is always positive. All right, same pattern applies here. So this sign will be the same as what you started with. This is the opposite, and this is always positive. So let's apply this to our difference of cubes problem up here at the top, x cubed plus 8. So notice that we want to see what the cube root of each of these terms is. So, and that'll give us our a and our b. So a is going to equal x, b will equal 2, and then we can just plug into the pattern. So this will be x plus 2 times x squared minus 2x plus 4. Now another thing I want to point out is this is not going to factor. It's tempting to look at some of these and think, oh, maybe I need to break that down further. Will it factor? Well, it's not a trinomial square, because even though we have a square at the beginning and end of this term in the middle, it would have to be 2ab for that to factor. Let's look at another example, x cubed minus 27. So here are a is x, our b is 3. Now, I'm not going to pay any attention to the minus sign here for the moment, because I'm going to focus on applying the plus and minus signs as outlined in our SOAP method. All right, so it's going to be x minus 3, that's our a minus b, times x squared plus 3x plus 9. Now, when we are working with other situations like trinomials or difference of squares, often it's handy to multiply something back out to double check your work. In this case, we can multiply out to check something as well. So instead of doing a method where we're drawing lines to each item to make sure we're multiplying, I like to use a method that looks like regular multiplication that we would have done with numbers, but we'll just use our polynomials here. So we have x squared plus 3x plus 9 is this group, and then we're multiplying that times x minus 3. So first we'll multiply everything in the top row times this negative 3. So 9 times negative 3 is negative 27. 3x times negative 3 gives us negative 9x. And x squared times negative 3 gives us negative 3x squared. Okay, so that took care of that. Now we'll multiply everything in the top row by the x. 9 times x, notice that's positive, so we have a positive 9x there. 3x times x, that's positive 3x squared. And then x squared times x gives us x cubed. So just like in any other multiplication problem that we do this way, we're going to add now. But before we add, we can notice, hey, this term cancels out with that term, and this term with this term, and that just leaves us with x cubed minus 27. So that's a quick look at the sum or difference of cubes. I'm going to post another video that has several example problems worked out for sum or difference of cubes. So if you'd like to see some more of those, check that video out. As always, thanks for watching.